recording. Hello, VOD. Hello, everyone. Hello, Etchix. Hello, Piotrek. Etchix with the Prime sub. Thank you. 3 months in a row. I appreciate that, my friend. Hello, Kazune Kit and Dylan G. Clark in my SMS. Welcome, everyone. So, today is the day that, well, it's day 2 of Superflat Survival. I have not done pretty much anything yet. Yesterday, we got our Tinker's Smeltery online and a water bucket, which is actually, believe it or not, huge technology. It's huge. So today, I actually have a task in mind that you guys have conscripted me to do, which is yesterday I put out a poll whether I should dig out 5 chunks on stream, and you guys said yes. So I'm digging out 5 by 5 chunks to bedrock, because I want a place that I can like live without getting slimed constantly. And the second part is that I need to set up a villager farm pretty much immediately, because that is our sole source of emeralds, which we need for a long time, and the villager trades are really good. So I think we just got to get started, honestly. The ground is still super, and it's quite flat as well. So let's choose a location. I want it to be near a decent village. I remember this village up north was the one that had the iron golems, I think. But I don't want to be close enough to it that the villagers get slimed, right? So I'm thinking we head like close to this, maybe like here at an angle, and then pick out this area and just like take 5 by 5 chunks and just dig it. I have 2 bits of strategy for this. One of which is that I can get a torch and put this on my head. You know how last time we put the, what is it called? The Tinker's lava thing on my head? Because I have dynamic lighting, or because dynamic lighting is enabled in GTNH, you can just do that, and then you have a light source. So that's going to be my number 1 strategy. The second strategy is going to be going down to bedrock and digging that out first. And then I'll get the top layer done, so that way I don't get slimed while I'm trying to dig everything. He's looking at me while I'm trying to dig everything out. Are ore chunks still there? The ore chunks are not there. All I have is 2 layers of grass, 2 layers of dirt, 1 layer of grass, and 1 layer of bedrock. So yeah, let's go get slimed by this jump slime. Yep. Do your thing. There's like no escaping these guys somehow. I might have done it though. Maybe he can't jump that high. Okay, so we're gonna head towards... Maybe we should go in between 2 villages. Like, oh, I'm going a different direction than I thought it was. What is this? I'm kind of curious about that. Can you put some ore there, please? No. No ore. Nothing. Alright, I see that. That's my old death. We're actually headed west here, which is kind of weird. I was thinking about going north. But maybe that is the one that I've been going to. Yeah. Alright. We'll have to choose an area. I think that one still has villagers, and it had enough villagers to spawn an iron golem. So that's why I'm most interested in that one. But I am also curious about what is going on right here. Oh, I know what that is. That is a witch. That's the witch circle that's like kind of messed up. Wonder if there's anything there that's of use. How are we doing today, chat? How are you guys? Oh, Cyota with the Prime sub. Thank you, my friend. I don't think I said anything about that. I am eating so much of the same food because there's only 3 gardens. But I at least have enough to like rotate very comfortably. Thank you for following Stack Underflow. It's a good name. All right, so this seems like a pretty good spot to start. I'm gonna go right here, maybe like 3 chunks over to the right, and we're gonna get going. I'm gonna press F9 to enable chunk borders. Let's go twice because it's gonna be hard to tell without looking. And I'm gonna go to the northwestmost block in the chunk and start digging down. And this is how I do my chunks. Threefold has this has a method for this that he does. And I'm a pretty big fan of that, which is that you go out 1 block in each direction, in every direction other than the northwesternmost corner. And what that allows you to do is you're aligned with the chunk borders, but you have odd-sized buildings. The math is really weird on it. It's like hard to wrap my head around personally, but all right, there's chunk number 1 of 5 that we are digging out today. And I'm right there. No, we're digging out 25 chunks. That's my bad. We got a long ways to go, chat. So this first bit is just it's gonna be a little bit boring, chat room. You're gonna need to bear with me. Just do even centered bases. Ugh. Gross. Do not do even bases. All right, I'm also gonna put a waypoint on this first bit, so that way I know where I am. I know I'm immediately gonna get slimed. All right, there we go. We voted for it, it's fine. You did in fact vote for it. And I am like, supposedly, dude, I don't know what's wrong with the icons in my journey map, but that is so cooked. I think it has something to do with HUD caching, which was added recently. Oh. I mean, he's low-key helping me out. That was fucked up, though. The slime just slimed me through the dirt. I think those Blackberry slimes can just explode through dirt, which is kind of insane. Like, they just know. Odd buildings are so good. We're on daily 406 right now. I hear it's stable. I haven't had any problems so far. All right, so for example, you see how the chunk border is here? We're gonna... Man, what is... We're still getting slimed. What is this, man? I just can't stop moving. Otherwise, it's over for me. Oh my god. Alright, this might be more hellish than I thought it was. If the slimes can find me through the walls, which is like legitimately a little bit insane, this might be a little bit longer of an experience than I thought it would be. Luckily, we don't really need much to do this. Like the dirt dig speed is the same no matter what. Like a wooden shovel barely changes anything, so. Hello, Spilled. How's it going? Hello, Necker. How's it going? Moin. Alright, that is 2 chunks. We just gotta keep going, otherwise the slime will explode. Are you doing this with 0 plans, or is there a path you have prepared? I am doing this with... I started it with 0 plans, but I have a plan for the future. And I guess we can talk about that now, which is that my route in the near future is that I am going to dig out a bunch of spaces. Like, I'm going to dig out this one space at the very least. And I'm going to try to set up a villager farm, and that is probably the most important thing I'll do on this run. And then afterward, I'm going to set up a iron golem farm, which will be also very, very important, like a vanilla iron golem farm, like a classic. All right, we're almost there. I think this is chunk 4.5 out of, or 3.5 out of 5. And then from there, I think we'll want to experiment with crops NH, but I want some tinker's tools first, because I think the spade, like the shovel that can mine a 3x3, will obviously be very, very useful in making slimeless areas. This is a lot to mine out. Doing a chem exam tomorrow about kinetics. I am prepared. How are you doing? I'm doing well. I'm chilling. I'm excited for today. I did not calculate in my brain how long exactly it would take to mine out 25 chunks of dirt, but I guess we'll just make it happen. I'm gonna get the border, and then we can at least mine out like a chunk or two, or 3 or 4 or 9. All right, how far are we? Okay, so right here, I'm going to go 1 block past the chunk border, because my northwest anchor block is up there. And then basically I'm just going to skirt around the chunk border of all of these chunks for the rest of the time. Yeah, you guys can make a calculation on how this works. And yeah, I do have a design for an iron golem farm that I used on my first run, my Stargate run. Back when I was playing with Leaf, I was like, you know, why don't we just make a vanilla iron golem farm? And it works really well. Like, I think people sleep on vanilla farms and GTNH. I was thinking we do a 5x5 chunks is what I'm thinking, if you want to do the calculation. And I do need to drink some water. Cheers. So what is that? Plus, like, you know, a couple blocks, because I'm going around the outside of the chunk. So 5x5 chunks, 16 times 16 times 25, plus a couple blocks or so. 5.5 hours? Are you? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna unscope creep this. I'm gonna try to get at least enough space that we can get a safe villager farm. I'm gonna do the outline of this, try to get a safe villager farm, and then maybe we can set up some tinker's tools, like a shovel would be our next bet if this is really hard thing to do. I could just like go off stream, offline, and just do this. But I'm not gonna stream for 6 hours today. Plus, I don't want to root through all that footage. We need to watch it. I don't know if you do, guys. I'm not like that. This is a good amount of dirt, though. And we do need dirt for building, because that's like basically our only good building block. This is Flurbin Thaumonomicon levels of content. It is. It really is. I think a tool forge is not out of the question, though. I know I'm going to get jumped. Tool forge. Obsidianite. Because there are obsidian. Oh, yeah. Wait. I think the zinc might be hard. I think we can XP craft zinc. Unless we can find zinc in overworld chests somewhere, like in like a blacksmith, perhaps. So there is zinc dust, and there is like an XP craft for this. We would need a lot of buckets, which means iron. I could do a flint shovel, but I would just need to... Wait, really? Wooden shovel halves the time? I thought the wooden shovel didn't really do much. I don't have any wood on me. Let's see how far I'm at. 430 minutes of breaking dirt is outrageous. It is a little outrageous. But honestly, I would do it for the vine. We're out of the chunk. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, yeah. So let's... Okay, if the wooden shovel is actually meta, we have like really good renewable wood with the rainforest things. Let's head back home, craft a bunch of wooden shovels, finish this outline, and then get like a, you know, a smaller amount of space so that we can start the village farm today. You could ask the nice little wrench at the bottom left for a neutron excavator. I am not, I mean, Aditya did that, right, with Shirobon. That's not my vibe. I am... I'm a grinder. I think it's more fun when you put in the work and you see the work that you've put in. It's very satisfying, right? It's very peaceful and relaxing. That's good. Alright, I know I'm getting jumped as soon as I come out of this hole, but... Yep. Blinding. Fucking... Wow, that was crazy. I barely even got a chance to respond to that. 317, so I can remove these two. Let's grab some dirt from home and then make our way back. I hate blinding mobs. That's actually like my least favorite mechanic. I think my new least favorite mechanic is neutronium smelting. I would recommend you get like a large array of volcanices and just passive them on neutronium if you can. Mobs that rearrange your inventory. Don't give the devs ideas, Spilled. They're working on a replacement. Do not give the devs ideas. I will cry. I will cry. That sounds so fun. You and I have a very different definition of what fun is. Okay, let us reset our spawn point here. Just in case. Can't hurt. We'll grab some wood from our chests here and then make a bunch of shovels and then head back over. Because wood isn't that hard to obtain for us at this point. I just need to find it all in my random chest. We don't really have much. I could go mine some. I don't know how to evenly distribute these. Let's say, well, you know, 7 shovels. It's not bad. 9 shovels. There we are. 8 shovels. That's good enough for me. All right, let's head out. They already have plenty of things that just randomly teleport you. Like the, is it Confusion Creeper? There's a creeper that will just randomly teleport. Oh my god. Jumping slimes. My arch nemesis. There's a caramel slime. Concussion Creeper, there we go. I hate things that just take time. I kind of agree with you. Neutronium was kind of something that messed with me in my first run. But I think what that really means is that you need to make more. Like, you need to have better power, and you need to just make more machines, which is not like the most entertaining gameplay loop. I will admit that fully. Is there a way for you to identify slime chunks? Are they not all just slime chunks? Because that's actually interesting. Maybe I can go to an area that is not slime chunked up. Like, find an area. I thought everything was just slime chunks, though. delete a couple things. I want as much as I can. Slime balls. Let's go back in our hole. Watch, I'm gonna get exploded on by some silly little slime. Okay, let's test our thing. I need this dirt. Oh, that is a little bit faster, isn't it? Do you think I can make it? Okay, we made it. That is a bit faster. That is a bit faster. I think slime chunks are distributed evenly enough. There'll always be some loaded. I wonder if we could get lucky though. Like, what if there is like a lucky little area that has very few slime chunks? Because then we can just put dirt down and like do the thing where you put dirt down every 3 blocks to like block spawns. That's like classic tech. Yeah, this is much nicer. You guys are right. But the problem will be procuring enough shovels, I guess, at a certain point. God, yep. This is fun. This is fun. Holy moly. I didn't think this was gonna be like... I thought this was gonna be really chill, but the exploding slimes are really ruining my mojo. That's like just so not good. What about a ghost slime that goes through walls? Guys, this is not a Flurbin stream. You don't get to torture me like this, okay? You guys need to be nice to me because I'm nice to you. Alright, I gotta put this back. Trash the pumpkin, trash the slime balls. I'll keep the redstone dust if I have space. Shovels, dirt, all that. Okay, this is good. Do you think healing axe is possible? Oh yeah, definitely. We'll have to do it the normal way though, which is, or sorry, the fun way, I guess, is the real way to say that. Which is to craft a enchanting table eventually and do the ritual, because I think we can make an enchanting table unless there's something we just can't obtain. But I think it's like carpet, obsidian, diamond notches. There isn't anything crazy. Books, all of which seems achievable. We would need Thaumcraft as well. Yeah. I would need a wand, which means I need to do all that like duck tech with the villagers and the profane wands. It's gonna be a whole thing. Yeah, it'll be MV locked for sure. We're gonna be suffering for a long while. That is the magic of Superflat survival. The other option that I could try, chat, is maybe I could like make a mob switch. I don't know how GTNH works with mob cap, but I've been thinking to myself for a while that like learning how to make a mob switch or testing with that would be a really effective way to control mobs in this game. It seems like the mob cap in GTNH is much higher than it normally is, but I don't like understand how to check that. So if anyone's tech savvy in chat and they want to let me know if there's a way to like mob cap it up, or like if they've ever tried making a mob switch. All right, there we go. We've built our border. Now I think I'll go from the center, probably. So let's dig out, I think this. So, okay, this should be the central chunk. Yeah. So if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think that's the middle block. I could be wrong here though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It should be here actually. And then we can just dig this all the way through the middle, divide this in half. And I'll start from the center chunk and then go outward, I think. Finding ways to fill the mob cap without mobs despawning might be difficult. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. I don't really know how that mechanic works. Like, I don't have a personal understanding of it. I know, like, rough ideas about how that works, but... Astral's saying if you tag mobs, does that prevent them from despawning? I guess so, yeah. I think name tag might be the issue here. Oh my god, my shit lagging when I do that. So, this is our first name tag. Wow. Our name tag recipes are not looking good. Either LV Assembler or Botania. Place a huge platform at the bottom of the world, make it night, wait a couple of seconds, then use the kill command to get the number of how many mobs spawn. That's a good idea. IRC name tagging a mob removes them from the mob cap. Okay. Well, we could get a lot of zombie villagers very easily if I mess up this zombie farm or this villager farm. So that is one consolation prize. Do withers count towards the mob cap? We're asking the real questions 2C based, because then I could get, yeah, you're right, I could get warp, find a way to spawn withers and then unload them quick enough, which that would be the hard part, right? Because I can't outrun them, and I certainly don't know if I can trap them. You need to trade with a villager and then zombify them so that way they don't despawn. The other issue with that is that I want to have a mob farm, so like mob farming and XP farming is going to be a really large part of this run. So I'm not sure if that will work long term. Wardens are a great way, but not available here. Yeah, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we go here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. When are they backporting wardens? Hopefully not ever. If the chunk's not loaded, the switch will not take up the mob cap. That's fine. I can like chunk load things at will, which is good. If mobs and a mob farm are constantly spawning, that should prevent unwanted mobs from spawning? Maybe. I don't know if slimes take up the mob cap that way. Like, I don't know if they would be... I guess they would, right? The other issue is actually making a safe mob farm. Like, that's going to be an issue. But that's a great idea, right? If I make a mob farm, at the end, I'll just have a bunch of mobs in like a semi-safe location, controllable location. And that's basically a mob loader. That's called a zoo. Plus the beat and the melody makes me speak a melody eloquently. I wonder how laggy withers are compared to other mobs. Probably not great. I don't know if I want to have 70 of them or 70 to 100 some of them to fill up a mob cap, but hello GX Eclipse, how's it going? Oh, my inventory is filling up. I want to save this dirt. So I'm going to do something a little bit janky here. This is like straight up duck tech. We are going to draconic place our stacks of dirt around our base. You know, I should also just put a bed in here and sleep. Like, I think that would be kind of meta. Guys, welcome to my room. It's not much, but it's mine. Okay, there we go. Dirt storage, easy money. It's yours until the slimes. Yeah, exactly. Oh, nice. Now I have a bunch of 0% shovels. And we're out of wood. And I can't sleep. Let's finish this cross section, and then I'll go back and get some wood. And then we'll make some more shovels. Oh, there we go. That was easy. Just have wizards inside lazy chunks, and they basically do nothing towards MSPT. I don't know what a lazy chunk is. Let's see if I can, like, walk away from the monsters and then, like, sleep somewhere kind of safe. Okay, I think this spider is just chasing me. I think we're gonna have to wait till daylight. Oh, or we can fight him here. Come on, Mr. Spider. Oh, he's infernal too. That's good. The thing that I know about mobs is that they're really not good at going downward. Like, there are spiders that can phase through walls, but they can't, like, go down. Here we go, slime. All right, there we go. Spider eye. Do I want it? Loki. Okay. That might be enough to get me in the free. Because spiders don't, or sorry, slimes don't count as monsters nearby. I hear another spider though. Let's go. You slept well and feel much better. All right, so let's walk as far as we can to get close to home. And then from there we'll leave, because I think that should unload most of the unhappy mobs. Will you be doing bees? I don't think I'll have a choice. I think that is probably going to be one of very few ways to generate resources. Of course. Oh my god. Why am I just getting jumped all the time? How can they see me through the ground? Let me be. Glowstone block. That's interesting. Oh, nice, I'm poisoned. That's cool. Oh my gosh. Hello, Dapper Donkey. This is in fact GTNH but on Superflat. We are dealing with the consequences of our actions currently, which is playing GTNH on Superflat. Alright, I'm gonna bait the slime this way. I see the particles coming toward me. And then I'm gonna jump out this way. And those are all jumping slimes, which is great. We're surrounded by jumping slimes. My least favorite variant of slime. Ah. I kind of want to set world spawn at my home, like my home village. The walk of shame here is just kind of a time waste, I think. But that's okay. I'll save it for later. I think these are my spawn chunks because this is where all of the peaceful mobs are. Like, I think we would need to kill all of these peaceful mobs to see peaceful mobs anywhere else. But I actually like that they're there because then I know where they are and I can bring them where they need to go. Large slime jump scare. Oh man. I will never look at slimes the same way. Just move them out of spawn chunks, no need to kill them. Oh yeah, yeah, fair enough. I didn't think about that, because if they're unloaded, they're fine. Alright, so it seems that we need a lot more wood. So I'm going to spend a couple minutes gathering some wood from this tree that we have. I'm going to turn all of that into shovels, and then we're going to go back to digging. Riveting gameplay, chat. I'm glad you guys are here for this. You can't miss this. I should probably make a couple more of these, or at least bring a crafting table so I can make them on the fly. There we go. Force loading chunk also creates lazy chunk, like using server utils. I guess that is what that means. You know, at least in my tree of solitude, there is no slimes to jump me. But if I do miss this jump, damn it. How long am I burning? No way. If I burn it, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to mine if I burn harder. Perhaps I should have been a little more careful with how I mined up this tree. Or maybe we should find a spruce sapling. Ooh, an apple. That's actually meta. Let's go. This is quite the grind. I knew this would happen, right? But I didn't think about it too hard. It'll be worth it though, because once we like reflect on our little chunk of area, which there are no slimes, I can have my Fortress of Solitude, and I can like fully spawn proof it, and then I don't get touched anymore, and then I can relax and craft things without having to be on the run while crafting. So it's going to be worth it. It's just going to take a bit. Skybase is fine, but we need to procure the building blocks anyway. And the second reason I don't want a skybase is that we would still need to spawn proof it in a... Well, we still need to slime proof it. Well, I guess not really. But the other reason is that we need to get villagers up there, and we need to move villagers often. And skybasing, it's kind of hard to do that. And then the third reason is just the identity of this is Superflat. So like, it would be a shame to just go in skybase like you would in a GOG run, because that's no fun. This is a unique run for a great reason. GOG with a floor. Where did my... Oh, okay, we got it. No, I was thinking about this yesterday. I was watching through my VOD because I was doing some editing. And I was thinking how Superflat has such like a backrooms quality to it. It's so like cozy and eerie at the same time, and I really love that. I don't know how much of this tree I want to excavate. It does go very far. Let's see what our view looks like. I think over there is our... That's a good shot. The cool thing about this free cam mod is that I can slow it down with a scroll wheel, and that is my favorite thing. Yeah, check that out. Okay, let's see. That's our area over there. We're like almost up there. I think that's good enough. Why have you chosen this over a personal dimension? Well, I think the personal dimension is a different run, right? Super flat, you gotta deal with slimes, and that's what it is. Also, villages. Wouldn't be able to... I feel like I would be bored without villages. It'd be a lot of like that GOG stuff that you have to do that's just very grindy. Oh, scary. I don't think it's ever exactly like GOG. It's about the identity of the run, right? It's not just about the pure mechanics. It's about the fact that we are basing on a super flat and we need to create like a lore of this world. Hello, Dan the Man. It's something deeper than just a mechanical challenge, I think. Yeah, Conkers, there is that as well. I am trying to do dimension locked or like weird dimensions. It is becoming nighttime very quickly. I don't have torches. I should have brought a torch to put on my head. That would have been very smart of me. I can use the shader tech, which I might just do right now because I forgot about the torches. If you turn on shaders, darkness doesn't really affect you that badly. Also, that looks nice. Some shaders have a true darkness option. Not these ones. Just enough that I can see so we can keep this on the road. Also, I might want to keep mining because I could probably yuck it back home and be safe, but don't want to take any chances here. It's a good amount of wood. Each shovel takes one log. Okay, one log is 2 planks. Shovel needs 1 plank and 2 sticks. 2 sticks is 2 planks. So each shovel is 3 planks, which is 1.5 logs. So let's get 1.5 stacks of logs, I think is a good place to be. Every chunk around a loaded chunk is lazy. And what does a lazy chunk do? Oh, scary. feel like we're pretty close to finishing off this tree, right? Yeah, just a couple of layers. Mobs count as loaded in lazy chunks, but have no AI for one. Huh. Oh yeah, so they're not laggy, but you can use them towards mob cap. I see, I see. I see. That's actually really easy to implement then. Because then I just like load a chunk next to my mob switch, and then those mobs are like counting, and then when I need to turn off the mob switch, I just unload that chunk next to the mob switch. Alright, I honestly cannot see shit. And then we have enough wood, so let's go back down. I get little shortcuts down. This is like Stardew Valley Skull Cavern. Oh, if I had my water bucket, I could water bucket clutch. Alright, here's the hard part. Or at least the scary part. There is a bed at the opposite side of this village that we are going to. Why? Why do you spawn here? Are you here to cause me pain? What the fuck? That bat just got vaporized. Alright, I want to explode this creeper. I take it back. I did not want this. Uh-oh. I think I'm fucked, chat. I think I'm fucking boned. The moon is directly ahead, which means that we're only... Alright, watermelon slime, you've been demoted to E tier. Oh, this is not good on many accounts. This was supposed to be my safe house. It is the no longer safe house. What is your experience with expert mod packs or GTNH in general other than your last Stargate run? I feel like you always know what you're doing or are a fast learner. Personally, I need a lot of time before building the bigger multi-blocks like Space Elevator, since I do it for the first time, although it doesn't feel like a big issue in retrospect. I think understanding NEI is probably the best way to get good at GTNH. But I am constantly asking other people for help. And I don't think there's any shame in that. And if you like enjoy, like I love talking with someone about like routing and like what is the most efficient way to like progress and stuff like that, like strategy. I really love talking about strategy with others. And I think asking about strategy is a good way to like get ahead. I honestly don't know what we should do right now. I don't want to just do nothing. We could try to Hail Mary, get our stuff. Yeah, fuck it, let's go. I'm gonna turn this village into a crater after all of this. This is not good. Oh yeah, poison arrow skeleton. Yep, that's good. That guy's gonna explode. There's 20 slimes around my gravestone. That's good. Damn, is that poison 4? Well, you know, I can't really die any more than I already am, so. Then there were 2 gravestones. Yeah, exactly. I need to be better about sleeping. As soon as I stop sleeping, the content, like, I need to take, like, Jesus. Hi, Mighty Stone. How's it going? How you been? The fact that the slimes can explode through blocks is really vexing. I think that demotes it down to, like, E tier. Alright, let's see. What's next for music? I'm down with the bossa nova. Alright, slimes are... Oh my god, I'm fucking... Poison 2? I don't even think I should get my stuff at this point. I think I'm cooked. I think I'm just slimed out by that one arrow. That is insane. Alright, we're gonna have a great time when this skeleton burns to death. I see the moon setting, so we're almost there. Can we get some clips of 9 getting slimed? I mean, you just keep watching, and I'm gonna get slimed plenty of times today. Hey, Patchy, yeah, this is the Diggy Diggy Hole stream. I needed to get wood to get shovels to Diggy Diggy Hole. The problem was I didn't sleep in time, and now we're on a death loop, waiting for day, so this stupid skeleton burns in hell. I love this song. I guess we can renovate while we're here. All of them are F tier. No, I think some are fine. Like the green and lemon slimes, I'm gonna put them at a comfortable C tier because like they provide me with slime balls, which I can use for rubber later, but at the same time they're slimes, so that's bad. At D tier is definitely the watermelon slimes aren't that bad, but they're pretty bad if you like get caught by them. So I think we're gonna put watermelon slimes in D tier. Then in E tier, we have caramel slimes and blackberry slimes. The caramel slimes pick you up and like rock your shit, and you need to dismount them. And the blackberry slimes can explode through blocks. Like they will find you through a wall and explode in a radius bigger than a creeper. And then in F tier is the jumping slimes. Those guys need to find, I don't know, a new hobby. Alright, how do I get my stuff is the real question. The fire slimes are also pretty annoying, but if you don't get hit by them, it's fine. So that's like a low bar, is what I'll say. Hello, witch. I do not want to draw aggro from the witch at all. Here's a gigantic caramel slime. Let's see if we can train him at the very least. Get him out of my way. I feel like we're playing Pac-Man right now. Okay, now I can go around here. This fire slime is like distracted. Grab my stuff. Oh, we're good. We're in, chat. We're in. Okay. So from here, we just need to make it back to fucking perfect timing on the jumping slime. I was so happy. And the jumping slime just knew I was happy. Yeah, let's rainforest oak sapling. We definitely want more of those. We can put this back. Na na yeah. So na na. Alright, with this, we can head our little cutie patooties. I don't have any flint, so I should bring a crafting table after all. Back over to whence we came. Yep, I fucking knew it. I hate these guys. I wish all jumping slimes a very die. Oh, now I'm poisoned and it's over. I wonder what enchantment we got on the boots. Unbreaking. I think I should keep those and melt them down into iron, honestly. It'll be a while before we have an iron farm. I'm sorry that I entered within 1 picometer of a fucking... the slime hitbox. Did I just raise my voice, Patchy? I don't do that very often. Thank you for following, Starlag. I appreciate you. How are you doing today? Me and my friend set up a server for our 2-week Minecraft phase. And after that, I will be back to GTNH grind. Let's go. You know what? I needed the health refresh anyway. And my map is now littered with my deaths. But luckily, once I get that, I can clear all the deaths off the screen. I don't know, raising my voice against the slimes is more of a loss to myself, right? Like, if they get to me, that's the loss. Alright, so this is going to be kind of a challenging flip-flop because I need to train these slimes, and then I also need to grab my stuff at the same time. And then I'm going to have more stuff than I can carry, which is never a good thing because I don't want anything important to despawn. So we got to grab and get out, and then refresh. Did I just see a diamond? Alright, let's get back into our hidey hole, and then we'll get digging. Hey, Doc Killer. Taking such a break from Greg Tech, I forgot how hard everything is to make. Just started Sky Factory 4, it's super fun. That's awesome. Alright, let's put our torch back on our head, and somehow we have a diamond, which I think is just an infernal drop. Rooks to riches, baby. Video settings, dynamic lights, fancy. There we go, that's a little bit better. Alright, let's get some shovels going. I really gotta... Where's the inventory sort button? Oh, it's right here? Okay. Really gotta get situated here. Water bucket is my favorite tool. Alright, let's get 5 wooden shovels, or 4, I guess. Let's trash some random bullshit, like, I don't need this, probably don't need fire charges, spider eye I don't really care about. Wheat. Okay, I think we're good. Let's get digging. Let's find a chunk border as well, start from the top. Or actually, wait. Encoding, scanning, and sending requests is done pretty quickly. This might take very long to build actual bigger stuff. Are we talking about Greg Tech, like managing late game? Snapcon, okay, here's the mental. right? When you play games, especially Greg Tech New Horizons, you need to keep in mind that you're playing it for fun. Even though it is like, it's a challenge and it's like, prestigious or whatever, you get your Stargate and you're one of few people. The real reason you play games is because you want to have fun. And so at the end of the day, if you spend half a day jumping around, and that's fun, and that's relaxing, and that gets you through your day, I think that is time well spent, right? I spend a lot of time in my worlds. Instead of progressing, I like to build, because I think, like, one of my mindsets is that a world worth living in is a really important thing to have on a Greg Tech world. Like, you're gonna be there for a couple thousand hours. You need to make this place somewhere you'd want to be, right? Of course, you start a new world that I gotta check out. Never done a Superflat before. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Or it is awesome. We're here. We're doing it right now. Nowadays, it's only about unlocks for no reason. I see what you mean, right? You play the game and you unlock shit as you go. That is a different mental. I mean, conversely, there is the balance. Like, there are things to chase, right? Because there are so many helpful things in Greg Tech and good progression that give you, like, meaningful, like, buffs. It gives you a reason to play it, which I think is nice. So you gotta balance both things. My recent builds I've been pretty proud of, even if it was pain to do. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the core of all artistry, and maybe even just the core of what makes us human is that we use our experiences to shape the world into something that makes it livable, right? As an artist, I make music that immerses me in a world that I create, that I think is cool, right? Video games, there's plenty of video games that have worlds that are so permeable and that I think are places that I would love to escape to, like Cyberpunk and all that. And I think that's the point of it all. Not to get super deep while digging dirt on a super flat world, but oh, I see Docular. Yeah. I see you. All right, here comes our shovel breaking montage, and then we get back into it. Oh man, they always come in groups of two. I need to get a mod that's on constantly that can just ban these guys. I get tired of banning them myself. This discussion is best had while diggy diggy hole. Understandable. I haven't gotten Blackberry slimed recently. Life is looking up. Alright, I think I need to get to default skin here real quick. Oh. I need to get a haircut soon. Best stream in a while. Hello, chicks. How's it going? Cheers. This is very cozy, right? I have a question, chat. Once I've dug out this first chunk, do you think it's like, I feel like it's a bad idea to take off the roof? I feel like I should wait till I dig out at least like 9 chunks, like 3x3x3 chunk area, so that way the slimes don't aggro me. I don't know. Chat, can we do a recalculation on how long it would take to dig out 3x3x3 chunks? I've already dug out most of this one chunk. So that's very helpful. The problem is I don't want to dig out the roof here and then just get jumped by slimes, because then they can enter my lair and then I don't and then I'm unsafe. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Can I get someone to calculate the time it will take to finish, let's just say 8 chunks with a shovel? About an hour? Okay, okay. For a 3x3 with shovel? Okay, so it'll be under an hour, which is perfect. That's how long I plan on streaming anyway. My mom is sick today, so I made something that I'm seeing is called golden, or like gold chicken soup, or whatever it is. It's like a Chinese thing where you put chicken and vegetables in a pot and like barely any water, and you just let it go, and you get this really rich chicken broth. So I put cabbage, onions, carrot, and one apple in there, and some ginger on the top, and a lot of salt. Then you make like a soy sauce dipping sauce for the chicken, which is gonna be like fall off the bone, hopefully. I don't have the materials for a cooking stream, right? Because I would need to get cameras and stuff and like a whole rig. Although my parents' kitchen is really nice. It's like very beautiful. It's very good to work in. So it's like possible. It would just be kind of a challenge because it's not set up in a way that you would need to use for like professional stream cooking. Like my back would be facing the camera at any angle that I can think about. Yep, there we go. That's how it starts. I fucking Blackberry slimes, bro. Oh my god, there's a watermelon slime in here with me. Don't you dare. What the fuck? Why am I poisoned? Oh my god. What did I do to deserve this? Fucking slimes, bro. Oh my god. Do I have the bed on me? I do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out of here. Dude, these Blackberry slimes are going to like... They're getting straight... They're at least at E tier right now. Oh yeah, you're right there. Of course you are. What? How the fuck did he do that? Oh my god. Oh. Man, dude, I'm so done with slimes already. That's a clip right there. Oh, yep. Of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rare Swift Ender Creeper Doomskull cloaking gravity something something something. And he's like teleporting after me. That's great. Checking some math there. Okay. Either way, between an hour and 30 minutes, it's like it's good. 30 to an hour is perfect. That's what I'm looking for right here. I really want to start the villager farm today. I'm realizing though I'm gonna need to make like an underground railroad to get the villagers here because there's no way I can safely boat on the surface unless I'm like really lucky or I get really good at juking slimes with only boat speed, which is unlikely. Dr. Gotham, I'm gonna eventually get the top block out of all of these, so that will happen. Alright, I gotta be quick about this, otherwise I'm just gonna put the iron boots on. And I'm gonna trash the redstone because I don't think I'll need it. Trash the head. All right, where's northwest? That is the northwest. Is that the northwest corner? Where am I? Yeah, that is northwest, so I actually need to dig this out a little more. Let's put a little safe area down with a bed. And then we'll try to keep track of the night cycle if we can. It's going to be really hard. Maybe I should turn on that in-game info XML type thing. Mod options, in-game, config, general, show HUD, true, done. Oh, I forgot. There's one button I need to press to actually save the config. Done, done. Yeah, there we go. All right, so as soon as it gets to 6:39 is what I think the number is, we need to sleep. And I know you guys can't see that because it's behind my camera. So GTNH Superflat is basically GOG with less early grind. Yeah, it's close. It's close. If we're doing dimension lock rules, then it's very different. $18.32. I mean, I need to get good at military time. Oh wait, this is north. Whatever, I'll just leave it. Because if I do the fireman job or the EMT stuff, that's all in military time. Wow, I didn't even flinch when I got jumped by that Blackberry slime. I'm just getting good at this. Is there no better way to get Americium than fusion before Mapiary? There's no better way. There's no way, period, to get Americium other than fusion. And the Mega Apiary and the B. Okay, there's our first chunk. We've got our bed. And our dirt area. This is like some psycho serial killer shit right here. Let's get rid of the raw human meat and slime balls and eat the food that we have. And then let's keep digging. Duh. Let's go this way first, I guess. More fusion it is then? Yeah, exactly. You just make like 1 or 2 fusion 2s and then like rock it until you have enough for the mega apiary and then you're good. How do you get ores in this? That's a good question. For a while we won't be. We're gonna have to source our metals and stuff through interesting means. One of which is XP crafting, which is very popular in Garden of Grind. The other way is like vanilla farming, like mob farms give gold and iron, and we can make an iron farm as well, and steel from mob farms as well. Like we can make a witch farm. There are witch spawners that spawn in this world. So that will probably be on the list once we have enough technology to like safely do that. And then eventually we should be able to get blood magic and meteors, which will be around EV, HV EV. I think we need tungsten steel to get any good meteors. So yeah, I think that's EV assembler. Or sorry, EV mixer for the tungsten steel. Unless we can do something crazy. Like well, we can't kill Chaos Dragon because we're dimension locked, but that would be nice. Yeah, we love auto crafting. Ooh, what is this song? 1409. Did you say 1833 is when I gotta sleep? No way to get to the end. Oh, actually, there are ways to get to the nether at least, but we're not going to. I'm gonna try to keep this as super flat as possible. That is perhaps more shovels than I needed to make. If one of you guys can figure out how to like make a mod to super flat the nether in the end, like I would actually be down for that, low key. Like that would be kind of cool. But I just don't feel like world editing together a nether, especially if there's no structures that spawn. That's kind of lame, right? Alright, 1833 is night. We'll sleep. We won't get jumped. Life will be good. I do think we're experiencing a little bit of kind of a bug here where the shovels get swapped out before they break, but maybe that's actually a feature so that way you don't break your beloved tools. Let me poke at it. It might be super easy. That'd be awesome, Conkers. Hello, Big Petushok. Oh no, my precious wood shovel is about to break. Yeah, man, dude. I named every one of them. Like, I made these guys. They're my DNA right here. They're my sons. I wonder, I have a chisel. Is there chiseled dirt? I'm thinking about how I can mob proof this. Mobs cannot spawn on this block. Okay, so we did get a chisel as a quest reward. I'm thinking that once I dig out these 3 chunks, we can make like a 2 or 3 tall wall on the outside of this, and then make the top block one of those types of blocks. Oh yeah, we could draconic place to mob proof as well. You're right. Actually, I like that a lot better because it's much more... It seems spider-proof, you know what I mean? Like maybe I could do 1 layer of dirt, draconic place a layer of dirt blocks, and then 1 layer of dirt above it. And then maybe the spiders won't fuck with me. Oh, I need to make sure I'm not wasting any dirt here. Then only purple slimes can get over? Exactly. But you know what? Hopefully, I won't be close enough that they aggro me. That's my goal. Is farmland spawnable? I don't think so. I'd be surprised. We're just compressing this dirt hole 64 to 1 if you think about it. Yeah. Exactly. I feel a Blackberry slime explosion coming on in the next, like, 5 seconds, I feel like. Like, I just... Oh, I forgot it's nighttime. 1848. It's close. It's close. Luckily, we have enough resources to be down here for a while. Let's go. We got it before the mobs started spawning. How did you set up your single-player server? I want to do it, but I don't know how to approach the problem. Currently, I'm actually hosting this server on HypeServe, which is my favorite solution because they have some bangin'-ass CPUs and bangin'-ass like DDR5 RAM. But if you want to do like a local host to save resources and you don't have the money for a server, which is understandable, it's not too hard. You just get a server version of GTNH, which is, I just found it below the download for Daily 406. And then you need to do a lot of like kerfuffling and configs and stuff, and that's the annoying part. You could bottom slab your living area / roof and then place dirt around all your house. That's true. Bottom slab would work. I don't know if I have a material that like I can easily bottom slab though. Well, actually, Dr. Gotham, what I mean is, like, my last run, my Stargate run, I actually local hosted the server. So you don't actually put an IP in there. You just run the server on your machine and then do /localhost. And what that does is it puts the server and all of its server operations on a different, like, CPU thread. And it allows Minecraft, which is just very software limited on, because it can't multi-thread most of its processes, it allows it to breathe a little bit and perform better. I will never understand Linux, Mr. Purple. I do have some very, very nerdy and smart friends in my Discord who are Linux users. I think Annie uses Mint maybe or something, or recommends Mint. I just don't know anything about Linux, and I don't think I ever will, because I'm as a musician and a streamer, there's very little I need to do personally that is like server or like Linux related. And I also need stability more than anything else, so. Zorin. Liz has some Linux recommendations. Is this fucking my favorite things but bossa nova? That's awesome. 30 stream streak. Holy moly. 3 months. I think CWW has the record here. Hype serve. So if you, Big Patushok, if you go into my, like, right under stream, there's a little, like, panel that you can click on and it will bring you to Hypeserve. And it actually has, I think, a code in it, which you can use to get 10% off perpetually, like forever, on all server costs, which I think is insane. I do need to make a server command for Hypeserve. Yeah. You right. Mr. Purple, I don't need any of this dirt. I need space that spawns don't, or slimes don't spawn. That is what I'm after today. But I guess I'll need the dirt eventually. When the feasting bad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. This fucks. This is some jazz right here. Guys, I haven't been Blackberry slimed in a while. It's gonna come when I least expect it. Save negative 10%. I think they're German. Well, actually, that doesn't make any sense. Well, it might make sense. I don't know German syntax, you know? We're 2 chunks out of 9 right now. Or like 2.5. This is like very chillax though. What languages do you speak, sir? None of them. I barely speak English, to be fair. But I am I'm a chorus kid, so I actually am very good at pronouncing stuff. Like, I arranged, so my college choir was really, really good, and we toured Brazil, and I arranged Baiana, which is like a very famous Brazilian a cappella piece, and I did all of the rapping as well, and I'm pretty good at like pronouncing shit. Yeah. So I good at German pronunciation. Like if you teach me how to pronounce something, I will be able to say it pretty well. So Brazil, Germany, German, Portuguese, German. What else we got? I've done some French, but that one's fucked. French, I don't like French. Yep, there we go. There it is. I'm gonna let that cool off for a little bit. Can we get a skylight down here? Man, I wish. I'm not rich enough yet, bro. We're still just poor, bro. All we got is dirt and shovels. Look at all my shovels, bro. Alright, let's see if we can patch this up. The blueberry slimes are fairly chill. As someone who speaks French is a goofy ass language, yeah, French is just ass to learn any like pronunciation or learn it for real. Like it's just, I don't know what they were cooking over there, frankly. English is also fucked. Like it's not a good language. I understand that. I think Korean is objectively one of the best languages because they like built that shit from the ground up with like smart linguists, and it's like it all just makes sense. Everything is well structured, and then the rules are followed pretty like concretely. When they make a rule in Korean, it's very uncommon that it is not followed. I didn't know that these guys dropped all sorts of dyes. That might actually be really helpful. Like low-key. Also, like the actual, the characters, the Hangul of Korean is just very well structured. Like everything about it is good. We like Korean. English is my fucked language though, yeah. A tornado flew around my room. Dude, how much health does that ghost have? Oh, there's a watermelon slime loose in my basement. I hate these guys. You're going in F tier. How much health do you have? You piece... You annoying little shit. He's still down here with me, too. That's the crazy part. Okay, there we go. I will now snack on his flesh as a reward. Hello, Sharpside. How's it going? Yeah, you can absolutely transfer your localhost server to Hypeserve. That's what I did for this world. Is I first got at localhost, like working localhost, and then I basically just like made sure it worked and then moved the file to Hypeserve and got it all set up. There's some Java arg stuff that you need to work with, and I might actually, if you want to do a Superflat, I might actually talk with the Hypeserve boys. Like if there's enough people, once I release the first video that are like, oh, I want to do this too, I might have the Hypeserve boys set up like a Superflat survival profile that is like identical to mine, and then has instructions on how to download the client that I'm on, which is the 406 daily. Hello, Isabrine. Why are we digging a hole underground? Because bedrock is not spawnable. So I'm trying to make a little bit of play area that has no slimes in it that I can make a village farm in. That is my current goal right now. Are Hypeserve prices really that good? Yes, with the discount, with my code discount, they are. And then based on the hardware that they give you, which is like DDR5 RAM, the second fastest clock speed CPU on the market, which keep in mind, clock speed is the only thing that matters for Minecraft servers because it is single threaded, and like tons of storage, and ping doesn't really matter on servers, like Minecraft servers specifically. Like I'm running very smoothly with I think 90 ping because their servers are in Germany, but like, yeah. I wanted to do Superflat because normal worlds do not fit me. Understandable. All right, while I'm switching the music, I'm hoping not to get jumped. 1 hour of 60s Brazilian doomer music. I'm gonna talk to the GTNH devs and have them make bedrock spawnable. Oh my god. My viewers hate me. Okay, that's 3 out of 9 chunks. Let's make an outline, I think. That'll help with my morale. Chiseled variants of bedrock. I could see that going very wrong, honestly. Yeah, that could be bad. I think only after 130 milliseconds of ping do you start to feel it. Yeah, probably. I think Duct is in that area. Like he's an Aussie, so he's just fucked on any server, right? Because he's on the opposite side of the world as most people. Except I think they have like an Australian server. Like there's one guy who runs Australian GTNH server, and it's just Aussies from end to end, which I think is awesome. I love Australian people. Okay, my climbing friends all met a bunch of Australians at there was like an event at the Australian embassy. Like it was a line dance or something. And now we have a bunch of really fucking funny Australian friends. So there's something about the Australian accent that just gives you an innate buff to your comedy. Like anything you say just becomes at least like 25% funnier. Like and they must just like raise Aussies in a way that they're all just funny, charming people. It's incredible. It's incredible. How's it going? We're at 3 chunks out of 9. We're still digging dirt. I can't believe my viewership is where it's at and I am just digging dirt. Oh, it is nighttime. Perhaps I should have slept, but I think we're good on wood for a while, so I guess we'll just be down here. I'm German. Am I as cool as Aussies? Germans are fun because they have a very dry sense of humor. Like their sarcasm is very impenetrable. So Germans are funny in that way. Having constant slime particles above you is funny. GTNH is 100% a slow burn. There is nothing quick about GTNH. When you play GTNH, you play it forever. Oh, I think I went 1 chunk too early, but that's okay. I'm running out of food here, which isn't great. Let's see if I can sleep, and then hopefully in a bit I can wander up to the surface. It must have been from taking damage. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Alright, we've got our internal outline in a sec. I just need to get to the end of this chunk. And then take a left. I think that's it. Yeah, that is it. Last year I did a group run and we ended an IV before slowly fading away from it. I want to restart on my own with less clutter. Yeah, I love group runs because they can be like super fun and then people can help you with stuff that you don't want to do. But I also love solo runs because they give you like full control creatively over what you want to do, especially with like if you have plans to make cool bases, which I do. I'm gonna be inspired by Marathon and some Destiny stuff. It's gonna be fun. That's the halfway point. The only problem is that Germans sometimes cannot identify sarcasm. This is true. This is true. Because once everything's sarcasm, nothing's sarcasm. Hello, rum is the power. Alright, I am reaching unsafe territory, but I know I'm just getting stalked by slimes. If I do this, there's a high chance that I just die, like straight up. Yep, look at that. Look at that. Man, this sucks. There's no way to eat slime balls. I probably can't get any food without getting, like, jumped. Here, let me actually, I'm gonna free cam this and show you what's going on. It's peaceful for miles, except for right where I'm at. Oh, I'm glad I logged back in. Sugar? Do any of these drop anything edible? Like, I can just mine without food, but, like, it's gonna be a lot slower. I guess I have my bed right here. You know what I could do, chat? We can strategically die. I wish I brought a chest. That would have been nice. Unfortunately, we're stuck in the mines with my dirt piles. Alright, all my 0% wooden shovels can die. I honestly don't even know if I need a pickaxe. I'll keep the iron axe and just like chuck it somewhere. There we go. This is a very weird. Okay, I think we're good. I'll just make sure my respawn point is set and then we'll go out and be the sacrificial lamb. Is there any reason you put dirt down on the ground? Yeah, it's to save it because I want to actually use the items eventually, and that allows me to like store it that's somewhere that's not in my inventory in a big stack of 64 without anything crazy happening. All right, I want to get like one slime in here. Yeah, so I just die right outside. Please don't tell me my grave spawned upstairs. And it's a watermelon slime. Let's go. What happens if I persist here? Do they despawn? No, because it's chunk loaded, right? What if I unchunk load it? Uh-oh. I can tell that my grave has not spawned down here. Okay, it's unchunk loaded. I'm dead. When I respawn, do they despawn? Is there a way to do this? I could just log on and off the server. If you hold control, you can make squares instead of doing one chunk at a time. I don't know what that means. Alright, in the interest of like sanity, I'm gonna see if this despawns them or not. Maybe I need to chunk load it and then go. Hello. Cheers, by the way. Dink water. Dude, These slimes are immune to the strategies. And all my stuff is upstairs. Fuck. This is fucked. This is actually fucked. I think our best bet is actually to wait till nighttime, destroy our bed, spawn back home, and then run back over. I don't know how they're tracking me. I'm actually perplexed. Like, what the fuck? Alright, let's give it like 10. No, I need to put music on anyway. They're still here. They're still here. They're genuinely still here. Insane. That's not my stuff. Where is my stuff? Grr, watermelon slime. Oh, yep. Caramel slime. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Delete bed. Replace bed. You need to unload the server renders slime. Nah, I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it my way or the highway. Kill me. Take my soul. Yeah, that's not annoying at all. What? How did it know to respawn me back? Wait, what? Didn't I pick up my bed and replace it? Alright, come on. Do it to me. Hello? I'm falling through the... What? Okay, I'm actually... Thank you, Caramel Slime. Not only are you the most annoying slime, you also can glitch me into bedrock. Alright, let's go home. And then we'll get there by the time the sun sets. We'll sleep, we'll walk back over, grab our stuff. Make sure to bring some food and maybe chests would be nice. And then we'll be good to go. I think we could actually make drawers for dirt, like already. So I'm gonna also give that a try if we have any leftover wood. Which I think we might. Who knows? Hello, Orange. Did you break the server already? No. The caramel slimes are trying their best, though. How are you doing, Orange? How is Marathon? Alright, this is actually like perfectly timed. You don't feel tired right now? Oh my god, no, not a blood moon. Oh my god. There's no way. There's no way. Oh, it's so over. I think we should use this opportunity to also turn the spawn into a bunch of chunks that are exploded constantly. So let's just die, and then we'll hopefully find enough creepers to turn world spawn into a nightmare. Alright, come on, just get me, and we don't want to blow up our home village just yet. Sure. Wonder how many deaths I'm at. Why do you know to respawn me here? How are you doing that? Alright. There we go. Now we're spawning and world spawn. Give it to me. Where are the creepers at? Come on. I want to see some interesting creeper explosions, alright? We need some gravel creepers, water creepers. I'm taking this blood moon and I'm dealing with it. We're gonna light up this world. How did the digging go? It's still going. We're just getting interrupted by a blood moon, so. Oh, they're fighting. If I see anything good, I'll draconic place it onto the ground. So I think this we're gonna have to persist through the night here. I apologize, chat, if this is really boring. This could be a good time to go check on my food. I did put that stew in, and I've never used a pressure cooker before. Hello, Yannick. How's it going? Alright, creeper. That's a concussion creeper. That's boring. You look fun. Lightning creeper. Oh, there's a charged creeper. Please, please let me explode him. Charged gravity creeper is insane. Ooh, leather. Let's pick up as much as we can while we're here and draconic place it down for later. Fish. Leather. Hello, killer doggy. The shaders are better. Yeah, I figured that you guys would want to see, so I'll just let that happen for now. I did forget that skeletons can spawn on gravestones. I don't know if they can do that during the day though, so we will do something about that at least. That's concussion, boring. Do mobs spawn on bedrock on this version? They don't, which is why I'm digging out a hole to bedrock. Oh boy, small spider. Hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. Where's the creepers at? Jumping creeper. Yo, what's good, bro? Yeah, I get it. You're a fishing zombie. A dirt creeper. Oh, we have dirt. Never mind. Do this fishing zombie. Less boring than digging dirt. Real. All right, is it almost day? Yeah, it's 0:55, so we've almost made it through. I do want to see if we can get like a water creeper would be nice. Because there's not a ton of water, believe it or not. There are the wells. Why are the spiders glowing? They're so bright. Oh, hello. Do you have cactus? I don't think so. This is just fucked. Oh yeah, you're right. I think it's possible to get cactus either through trading or I think I saw a cactus in a pot, but I don't know if that gives me the actual cactus item. Cooked mutton. What a mess. It's almost daytime though. Almost. We're getting there. Fully invisible mob. Let's go. Look at this fucking mess. You know, it just occurred to me that these mobs will die and maybe drop their stuff if I like smack them. So I need to go find the most important looking, like the witches. I think I need to smack. And if I get like damage on when they burn to death, I think they give me drops, which could be useful after all is said and done. I get redstone from some of the slimes. I think it's the lemon slimes. The sun is rising in the east. The battle for our lives is almost done. Oh yeah, witches don't burn in daylight. Yeah, you're right. So I'll still have to deal with them. Oh yeah, this is something. Alright, I can turn off the shaders that are making animals glow. There are so many deaths on the ground right now, it's insane. But we're getting some good stuff here. Wait, there's horses. If we can craft a saddle, that's actually huge. I totally forgot about horses. Alright, we're at the point where these guys are not despawning. So I'm gonna make my way out of the danger zone. Back home. Arise, arise, riders of Theoden. You know, I don't remember a lot of Lord of the Rings. It's not like, I really like it, but it wasn't like my obsession growing up. But I have watched all of the movies, like the extended editions, and I did like them. I think I was too young, or it's been long enough that I don't remember most of the details. Oh my god, look at my map up there. Look at all the deaths. It's just death everywhere. And like holes in the ground. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to go back home. We're going to set our spawn point, walk over to the new death area. grab our stuff, continue digging, and then we'll be good. I reread the books recently and they're so good. You know what? As a Dune reader, I feel like I should, but I don't know if you guys know this. Frank Herbert and Herb, who wrote Dune, and what is his name that wrote Tolkien. They like knew each other. They were contemporaries, and they both like very much disliked each other's work. And Tolkien was very religious, so it kind of makes sense. And Dune's message is about how charismatic figures of good can create can commit unspeakable oh my god, I did not mean to press teleport, can commit unspeakable acts when given too much power, which is actually, that kind of aligns with Lord of the Rings' message, which is kind of funny. But they did not like each other's work, which I thought was a funny detail. They wrote letters to each other. Oh, I deleted home. Whatever. I guess this is home now. Dune is fantastic. Dune is like my favorite book of all time, probably. All right, we got to get back to our stuff. This time I'll bring food. Oh, I need to bring chests and I need to bring food. I almost forgot about the chest part. That is very important. And I'll just have like a food storage chest, and that's what we'll do. Have you read all 23? There are 6 Dune books that I have read, which are the main Frank Herbert ones. The last 3 are kind of bad. The first 3 Dune books are fantastic. He goes into like the ecology of the Dune world and all of that stuff, which I find very fascinating. All right, so we don't actually have wood here, but if we bring flint, we should be able to craft chests. Let's bring 2 flint. That's enough for 2 chests. No man shall make a machine to think for them. The Orange Catholic Bible. Christianity 2. We'll have a Butlerian jihad soon. Don't worry, guys. Trust. Part of me, if someone developed a Dune, like a worm mod for sandworms, really, a wither jumping slime. Can you get any worse than that? Is it possible? I've like thought about disabling slimes. I've thought about it so hard. I was thinking about it last night. All they do is cause me pain. They'll be good later for like redstone and other stuff and rubber. But man, they are so fucking annoying. It's like incredible. There's levels to it. But no, we must persist, chat. We must persist. We just need to be a little more vigilant about purple slimes. I think I can make stuffed egg. No, I think I need a tool for stuffed eggplant. Never mind. I wonder if there's anything that I can make with these foods, though. Like condense our food. Okay, I see this fire slime. I don't think he's close enough to our graves that it will matter. So if I just skirt around him and don't draw aggro, we're good. Really? Really? Alright, I'm praying that this is my grave. Nope. Nope. There we go. Grab it and go. I think that's everything that matters. Torch as well. Okay, we're good, we're good. Do a total death count once you get Stargate. Our death count, let's see where we're at. 70 deaths? That's more than I have in Project Singularity in its entirety. That's I mean, that's predictable, but damn. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab that, grab that. Chest. And this is where we're going to store our foodstuffs. We just eat up here. You could make it 71. Why? 71's not even a good number. 70 is better, bro. It's like a 10th of GOG start. That's true. That's true. It's much better than GOG. I only made the crater to check, like, to get some mob drops going, and then also for my, well, just to do something. And then hopefully in the future that place will be a little more survivable or easier to dig later. Alright, we've got a bit of wood. Did that just pop up into the area above us? Where did my wood just go? Chat. There's no way. My wood just disappeared, bro. Oh, okay. I see it. I see it. That's so fucked up. Oh my god, dude. This game is griefing me. Alright, respawn point set. There's that. We'll put the wood in there. Alright, let's make some tools. Alright, back to digging. Finally, some peace. Better up through dirt than down through bedrock. Yeah, bro. Oh. I will not get mad. I am zen. I am zen. Everything's gonna be okay. They're calling them the worst mob of all time. Yep. Yep. I do think that the grape slimes should not be able to explode through blocks. I think they should need like line of sight to a player in order to explode. But I don't know, do creepers explode through walls? Because I don't think they do, right? Honestly, less than having a rubber farm, having a place that they don't constantly harass me is what I'm more excited about. And that's what we're doing today, so. Creepers need proxy and line of sight? Yeah. I'm just thinking how we're gonna have to do the border as well. How did you get the server's files for 2.9 daily? If you find the regular daily, it should just be right there. You get the server files and the client. Yeah, they're on GitHub. Yep, yep, yep. Why do I have orange hearts? Maybe it's from sleeping. Huh. Alright. What time is it? It's 5:07. I think I have enough time. Yeah, we got 3 hours. We got like 50 more minutes. So I can probably finish digging this out. Dude, I thought I was gonna get like a villager farm on today. Like I was not prepared for this to take as much time as it did. Forgot to mention your music is awesome. I'm glad you can put it in the pack. Thank you. I'm glad too. I was not expecting it to be as like to take off as it did, and I'm very pleased with it because like Absolute Zero is carrying my YouTube music views and my Spotify music views. Like I'm very happy with it. I'm gonna peace out. Tomorrow I need energy. Well, get your sleep, and thank you for popping in today, Spilled. Much love, my friend. I have like an interesting idea about how I could spawn-proof this and make it a little bit easier for me to knock down the roof. I'm thinking, what if I dig out a hole? Well, actually, no. Can slimes spawn on a single block? Because I'm thinking if I make one hole in every 3x3, that might disrupt their spawning. Because don't slimes need like a 3x3 area in order to spawn? Normally people do it by placing one block every 3 blocks, like placing a block, but I'm wondering if I could cut a block through. Size dependent? Yeah, yeah, makes sense. Well, wait a minute. I guess we'll have to see. This might just be the fight of our lives. Man, I can't wait to have Tinker's tools. This pain will make the joy of Tinker's tools much more worth it. Such is the GTNH mindset. I found an unusual hive. I believe that's just something you can do to get started on bees. All types of hives spawn in the world. I actually don't know if I've seen any hives. I've seen very few hives spawn. Most of these bees that I'm getting are probably going to have to be from villagers. Well, this is going to be fairly easy to edit into my episode. I dug all day and got touched by slimes, and the annoying part is that the slimes can explode through grass. Oh, speaking of, oh my god, that was a big explosion. That's just not very good at all. Did I just see that right? Did the water bucket just totally slime those slimes? Maybe they were fire slimes. Fuck you, watermelon slime. Oh my god. It's happening. That was a big explosion. I do not deserve this. Oh my god. I don't even know where I'm getting touched from at this point. How is he doing so much damage? I have no counter to this. There's nothing you can do. And watch, now there's gonna be more of them. I'm just wondering how he blew such a big fucking hole in my ceiling. And why? Yep. This should just be called Garden of Slimes at this point. Oh no, my grave is above ground. Ah, that's actually fucked. We're gonna need to respawn and go out again. Yeah. Alright. One more reset, I think. Take me away. 15:56. Okay, so I have enough time to get home. At least be consistent. Jeez. Sleep. Then make it back. You have swords at home, why are you punching by hand? Because the swords are expensive. Well, not really. I could make some swords. I guess I could bring... Yeah, I should bring the iron sword so that way I can potentially recover from situations like that. Land of Grind. Lawn of Grind. Yeah. Jumper came in saying Lawn of Grind, I think. I just like Superflat. GTNH Superflat. It's simple. It gets to the point. It connects with the vanilla Minecraft Superflat identity. Alright, axes. Do we have a sword? We have a bronze tinker sword. I can't really do much with this anymore, so I think I should just take this and use it. I should melt down the gold sword. Yeah, this is fine. This'll do. Let's get some food while we wait for nighttime, which should come very soon. Yeah, I think I found it looting a chest or something, and like one of those tinker's structures. Oh. So while we sleep, let's switch the music. What am I thinking? Relaxing Hollow Knight OST with beautiful backgrounds. I like that. This is like Terraria. I got my copper short sword. Let's see how good it is. I'm gonna touch this lemon slime. Wow, a whole 2 hearts. That's a lot of death. Alright, hopefully we can get over there. There's no slimes that are directly on my stuff. We can grab our graves and then get going. Okay, I think we're good. We've dropped aggro, or at least we're much faster than that slime. We're looking okay as far as this goes. I just need to quickly find the correct grave, and then we're good. It's not that one. Wow, the last one I look for. I don't need my 0% wooden shovels. There we go. Now let's get in here and seal this hole up before I get an aneurysm. That was some good speed building right there. I should get a trophy for that. Okay. Torch on head. Let's grab our water bucket as well. Let's do a little inventory reorg as well as set our spawn point here. Oh, back to peaceful digging. It's gonna be okay, Chad. It's gonna be okay. Is that the edge? Yeah, maybe it is. No, I think I have more ways to go this way. Yeah, okay. 69 viewers, nice. Hello, Shrevy. Cheers. Hirschrago, hello. Yeah, I love Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is good. Oh, dirt. I should just call this the dirt age. Holy shit. That's all I fucking do. And also, one thing I think I need to keep moving, although it doesn't seem like that has like a really good positive correlation. It just seems like whenever the slimes feel like it, they will explode. So we just need to be cautious and then always moving and ready to respond. But that was a large explosion. That is very I'm not used to. Uncharacteristic. Alright, that's northwest. Hello, Simply. Oh my god. One sec. Gotta clutch up. What the fuck? I'm at 2 HP. Huge, huge. Well, at least the area is safer now. Thank you, Simply Den, for the Prime sub. No, I forgot my stuff spawns upstairs. Oh my. Where'd my dirt block go? That's most everything that I care about, so I think we're good. The slimes have given you some peas. Giving me everything, bro. You're giving me nightmares. Oh my god. Alright, finally. Simply Den, thank you for the Prime sub. You've caught me at a very interesting time. How are you doing today? Why can't life just be peaceful without Blackberry slimes? Let's ditch some dirt while we're here. It's getting more and more difficult to decorate these large boxes I have to build. Yeah, so you need to work on form and shape more than anything else. I think detail work is great, but most important is shape. And when I say shape, I mean like the profile of a build. When you see it from a far distance, what are you going to see, right? The detail work contributes for sure. But the thing that really is the decider of what you like get from looking at a building, the decider is like, what does that shape make you feel in the first place? Kind of good. I saw a bit of VOD 1. I would say that made feels like a GOG. Yeah, it is very GOG-like. I would look for some asymmetry, is what I would say. Asymmetry is the key in like late game building, as it gives kind of direction to your build. It allows you to explore from one place to another. When you have a symmetrical build, what ends up happening is you go in from one cardinal direction and then you get lost because everything looks the same no matter what direction you turn. So when you introduce asymmetry, it gives flow because you enter the building and you see that there are distinct parts of it, which allow you to kind of keep yourself grounded and understand your place within the architecture. GOG-like. GOG-lite. I think there's a setting to turn off save tools, because there's never any tools that I really need to save. You go directly from this to Tinker's tools, generally. The wood to plank ratio sucks. Welcome to GTNH. It's been alright so far. Most of you have been building extensions to older and smaller buildings. Making something from scratch is proving difficult. Yeah, that's understandable. I like to do it chunk-wise, that's why. Like, having chunks as a layout for, like, a grid, that helps me a lot. I like L shapes to start with, and then you profile it as you go with, like, different slopes in different areas. Give it a direction. Like Tuge's new ore processing building, I really like. If you have watched his Star Tech series, I love Tuge. Tuge and I are good friends. And his ore processing building has this very interesting, like, shape to it. It is like an L shape. It has some of those slopes in it, but it has some symmetry as well, and I like it a lot. I do chunk align, but I'm only doing it. I'm not doing it for performance reasons. I do it because it helps me keep to like a global language with how I make my buildings. Like it keeps spaces between buildings even. It makes like having a language that you stick to when building, I think is very, very helpful. I'm basically making Diet Ham Corp. Real. Aren't we all? Okay. Almost there. Here's the shovel breaking. Okay, let's grab another. I love partial roofing. Yeah. I like that as well. With the my Orprock building, I did that with the glass at the top. All right, back to digging. Yes, dear. Tinker's shovel will be so huge, but honestly, I'm just not sure how we're gonna deal with the slimes long term, because even if I have a Tinker's shovel, I'm still gonna need to fight off like a load of slimes. And it might even be worse, right? Bed, thank you. Yep. I can sleep now? Oh, I should sleep now. I don't want to get jumped. Monsters nearby. That's okay. I'll be here for a while, hopefully. I got some soy cake to munch on. You could only dig out slime chunks. Or I could go try to find the slime chunks and aim for the ones that don't have slime chunk. Slab over slime chunks. That would require a lot of slabs that I just don't have. Can you make dirt slabs easily? Okay, wait. Chat. Does topiary grass spread over regular grass? That might... What did I just see? Is this tech? Moss. That could be huge. If this is true, I could just like AFK and let the topiary grass take over. I need to test this. Can you make a dirt chest for the manual? I don't know what that means. Why are you digging all that dirt? Simply Den, we are digging all this dirt because we need a non-slimable space to work with. So I'm digging a couple of chunks out so that way we can... Because no mobs can spawn on bedrock, right? So I figure if I put walls around this, this is a good place to make a base that I don't need to worry about constantly getting touched by the hundreds of slimes that are always nearby. So that is why we're digging dirt. And we're doing it on stream because yesterday you guys voted that I should do it all on stream. I don't know why you guys did that, but here I am, digging it all on stream. I don't see anything about spreading in the wiki entry, but this is cheaper than grass. Or cheaper than slabs. Yeah, for sure. I don't know how we're going to get... I guess we could just wheat farm for all the seeds. Watering can some of the topiary grass for a minute. It doesn't seem to do spreading. Oh no. Really? Our first bat. Well, it sucks. Yeah, it does suck. Part of these runs are just gonna suck. That is part of it. But then it'll feel very powerful. Like, this will feel very satisfying once we're done. Which is that's the whole point of GTNH. You grind in the moment. You persist against all odds. Is there something opposite of cursed earth? Probably nothing I can get right now. There are peaceful trees, I think, right? Does that stop mob spawning? How early do you think I could get peaceful trees? Why is my fucking... There we go. Peaceful sapling. Oh, it's an infusion quest. Oh. 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 Make a mob repellator? I wish. Thank you for following, Mike Peach. Oh. Use shovels to convert all the dirt into EFR. Wait a minute. I can do that from below. Alright, chat, I'm not gonna lie. I will have to go soon to have dinner with me mum. I am considering doing a night stream, though. I used to do streams at 11:30 p.m. EST. So that's in about 6 hours is when I used to do my streams. I'm considering doing another one just so I can knock this shit out and be done with all the dirt for a while. We're running low on wood, which is not great. What the fuck? How did you get in here? What? How did bro fucking find me? Slimes are 1/8 block closer to clipping in. Damn, bro. How are they here? Fucking British zombie, dude. I hate British zombies. You're too smart, they want your brains. Well, they're gonna starve if they go after my brains. I do wonder if there's some sort of unbreakable shovel I can make early on, or at least something that I could easily repair, that I could do that EFR path making, because that would be a good spawn-proof strategy in the long term. It would be decent. It would require a lot of legwork. Good night, Hershigo. Infinity shovel. Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't think about that. Yeah, yeah. What is the pan of doom? I don't know. This is crazy poverty right now. I'm just like sitting here with wooden shovels, digging out 3 chunks so that way we can make a damn villager farm. There's a way for you to get an unbreakable tinker server now, but it's kind of cursed. Yeah, I guess I could do the obsidian, like make reinforcements, but that would take fucking forever. Hi, Cyclone. Plus I need to get to Tool Forge first, which is going to take plenty of time as it is. The problem with like going for that first is that we don't have the space to do anything. Like we can't put a Tinker's Forge down because or like a anything that we have to AFK at because there's constantly mobs spawning and those slimes can explode through blocks. So like there's no better way to do this other than to make a non-spawnable area right here. Which is fine. Like I don't mind. We're gonna finish this eventually. But I do think that we do need to make this happen. And it will be worthwhile to do so. You can do it with a normal station, but you'll need reinforcement modifiers. Is there some tech that I don't know about? Alright, mist line is always good. Ooh, wait, I just saw... It's just slimes. It's just slimes up there. Undertale, there we go. You can make a normal shovel with the base tinker station and then grind out modifier slots. Yeah, that is an option. It's definitely not out of the question. Once I get the iron farm and the villager farm, all will be well. Plus, we're almost done with this. We've got like most of it done, just missing a couple of dirt islands here and there. I wish I had a couple of torches that I could use to light up. Oh, you know what I can do? I don't have a lot of fire charges. That's so awesome. That is so cool. That is... The bat just took the first blow for... Oh my god, that's crazy. Got bat blocked. Gravity creeper into caramel slime is diabolical. It's actually diabolical. Alright. Take me away. Someone's got to be loving this. I'll have a highlight reel of all the deaths to slimes. This is not the Undertale that I wanted. There we go. All right, off we go on our big adventure. I would like to move world spawn eventually. Because I am doing a lot of traveling, although it is useful that it is outside of the mob spawning range, and then I can regen all the mobs over here. I should put it in between this village. Where the fuck did you even come from? How am I gonna get through this chunk of slimes? I'm like playing Flappy Road right now, bro. Or Crossy Road, that's what it's called. The patient Greg needs bites to live. Yeah, I need to get some food soon. But I want to finish this project today, like on stream right now, if possible. It is a bit of building. It is a bit more. I think what we can do today is at least dig out the entire of the underground. And then tomorrow we can deal with taking out the top layer. Do you know any nice shader packs for GTNH? Yeah, I have my shaders that I use linked. It's based off of Samsa's shaders. So Samsa is a very... He's like the OG. Undertale music always makes me cry. Undertale music is great. Alright, we gotta be quick about this. This is actually a diabolically big hole that was exploded. Like, how did a slime do this? Fuck you, lemon slime. Get dunked on. I'm better than you. Like, no, I didn't set my spawn point. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. How did it, like... How did he two-shot me? Putting the diamond on a flint shovel might be worth... Like a tinker's shovel. Yeah, I would need to source flint, and it's not technically renewable, I think. But it is so little flint. I mean, it is renewable through skeletons. So, yeah. Keep in mind that this is all entirely optional. Yeah. Don't worry. I know. I do this to myself. I'm just like aghast that these slimes are so effective killing machines. Like, Genuine surprise. Is it gassed? You're allergic to watermelon? Damn, y'all. Cobblegen, hammer the cobble into infinite flint. I don't have infinite hammers yet, because I don't have infinite iron yet. So I need to set a bunch of shit up before I can do that, like, reliably. I guess we can dip into our current flint reserves. I know I have a flint shovel head. I don't know if this rowan wood is really, really needed. I'm gonna keep it because it seems rare. But I need to find some wood. I am surrounded by wood, I realize. Where did I leave my Cenarian bees? Okay, tool station, shovel, flint shovel. Let's bring the tool station with us. And then I'll turn all of this gravel into flint so that we can use it to increase the level of this tool, or like re-heal the tool when necessary. We have the tool station, so we should be good. We could just bring a crafting station also, but this works better. All right. Life is going to be okay. Just get 200 warp. You know what? If I could remove it easily, getting 200 warp to spawn withers would be a great way to dig out all this dirt. Ooh, ah, so temperate. That's the name of the song, by the way. Might be wise to make a mortar to stretch your gravel supplies. Yeah, that would have been smart. I had a mortar right in there. Compared to my first GTNH playthrough, this one feels much faster. Yeah, exactly. Every time you do it again, you learn something. Like, I'm learning that I really fucking hate slimes. A mortar also might be nice to shell the slimes. I need like a slime torture emote. Alright, so we get a diamond, and we can put this... I do need to repair the tool, which is really annoying. That's one full flint. I guess we'll wait until we get low enough that we can repair it more efficiently. That's not bad. That's not ridiculous. It's a lot of flint, though. This is a lot faster. Let's see, this only has 113 durability. When we add the diamond, we get durability, but not like durability over time. We're not increasing our flint efficiency. You need to level it up, not repair. I need to do both. Alright, let's see. Each time we put a flint in, that's more than a lot. That's a lot of percent. So let's wait a little bit. How hard is the healing axe quest anyway? It's a lot of grind. I wouldn't recommend it. If you are in the overworld, just find a wizard tower. That's my recommendation. All right, 87% is what we're getting out of this. So I want to bring this down in the interest of using our flint efficiently. Let's bring it down to 13% and then we'll repair from there. Oh yeah, don't forget, reset the spawn point. Where's my water bucket? Uh-oh. That's actually really bad. That is really not good. Uh-oh. No way we lost the water bucket. Oh, that's so annoying. That's so unfortunate. We worked so hard for that water bucket. Now it's gone. Oh. Not with the Undertale sad music. Ah. Latin Rose, the wizard tower has an enchanting table, and it allows you to do the ritual, and then... This is actually, this might be torture. They can't even see me, and they're fucking trying to nuke me. What a bunch of chuds. LFG chud is in his vocabulary? Yeah, I mean, you can't be alive in the year of our Lord 20 whatever, 26 and not have chud in your vocabulary. Luckily, we're almost done with this, actually. I've dug out everything but this right side, so we're approaching the end of at least today's stream. And then tomorrow I'll come back and fight for the roof. And once we get that, we'll be good. Has anyone made a base running gas water? You'll never believe this. Oh yeah, I don't even have a modifier slot yet. You're right. I can't even put the diamond on. Wow. We're that poor. I have a question, chat. Do you think that our villager farm, when we set it up, will spawn iron golems? Because that is my only source of iron right now, and we need a lot. And we can go search for other villages that have iron golem potential spawns. But I'm wondering, is there like a way I could modify like a regular GTNH villager spawner? All right, durability 500. That's the business. Yeah, I'm going to be using a 1.7.10 iron golem farm, but I just don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, Yannick. Hello, by the way. I just wonder if I can combine both of them into one to get like a trickle of iron golems to start spawning, right? Because the issue I'm having right now is that I need like a little infusion of iron before I make a real iron golem farm, because I need water buckets and building blocks and stuff like that, like water to move villages around. All right, we are almost done though. This is the end of a saga. Chat, I was thinking that I would bust this shit out in like an hour on stream and then get started on the villager stuff. I was not prepared for this to take an entire stream. Well, Biotrek, clay buckets would work, but how am I going to get clay buckets? I don't have clay. I don't think there's a way we can convert gravel to clay. Not in GTNH. I mean, we could hammer? I don't think we get clay. I think you need to do some like LCR crafting or like something to get like sand into clay or something like that, or dirt into clay. I don't remember exactly. I've never done like a clay line. I will say this flint shovel with a diamond was a great idea. This is so much faster. And I think this speed is affording me a level of safety with the Blackberry slimes. Yeah, we don't have LV machines. It's gonna take us a while to even get steam machines. Apothecary villager. Okay, even more reason to get a villager farm going. But yeah, at that point, we would just make an iron bucket, right? We'll need clay for other stuff, but... basically the GOG way. This is pretty much, it's very close to GOG. It's a lot of similar tech. It'll certainly be nice to never run out of building blocks in the near future. What makes it unique apart from corpse dirt? Well, I'm gonna try to dimension lock it. Chat, I feel like we need a frequently asked questions. I need to like make a FAQ command. How the fuck did you get in here? What? There's three. What the? And one of them poisoned me. Classic. Classic. Chat, I literally could not hit him. Oh, they're dumb though. Wait. Why is he unhittable? Huh? log back out and log back in. I don't know if this is going to help because it hasn't been despawning shit recently. Alright, well I don't see him anymore, which is a good sign. I do need to find my graves though, and this is going to be sus. The fuck did you get down here? What the fuck are you? Where are you coming from? Dude, they're just materializing in here. There's more! Oh my god, bro. I don't even remember where my deaths are at this point. Okay, they're a little bit silly. That's good. I need to find my grave. Like my real grave. If I die with this, it's kind of really bad. I think those zombies are trapped in there though for at least a while. All right, that looks like the grave. Looks like no one. Nope, 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 nope. We've got most of this stuff. I don't want to push it. We got our flint and our shovel. Let's see if we can seal these zombies in. Ha 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 ha. You silly little fucker. Are zombies getting damaged? Yeah, the reinforcements shit. That is one of the features of all time, bro. If anything, though, I'm getting very good at training mob AI. Can we get an infrequently asked questions command? Yeah, we can. One of these days. I need someone... If you draft one for me, I'll add it. I think I know what's happening here. I gotta close up these places because somehow the zombies are like fucking figuring out how to get into my back rooms. We're almost done though, luckily. Just got that last corner and then we're good. And then we need to do the unboxing, which I'm equally scared about today. Can mobs spawn on bedrock? They cannot. Which is partially why I'm doing this right now. Yeah, come on over. If you spawn reinforcements, I'm gonna be pissed off, alright? Wait. I wonder if somehow the reinforcements are spawning on bedrock. Reinforcements seem to not care about spawning rules. Dude, the mobs are probably like hitting each other up on the surface, and that's what's causing this. It's just diabolical. It's just hateful, straight up. Had some spawn on chisel blocks. Wow, yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, paper bark is great. Oh, we're almost there. We gotta flint up our shovel, and then we're good. Alright, chat room. It has been a fucking battle today. But here it is. This is the last bit of our excavated 3x3 chunks. Tomorrow we'll dig out the roof and put a wall around this so that way we can live in peace and then start our villager farming. I know that putting a wall around this is going to be an actual battle. So what I'm going to do to prepare for this is I'm going to move the bed just outside of this area. We're going to move it to the north because I know where that is. Have fun eating dinner. I will do that. I'll check. I'm curious as to how good the no soup chicken soup is, or the no water chicken soup. All right, let's put the bed right here. Set my spawn point. Draconic place the glowstone. Now I can clear all of the death points. Quite a few of those. I can also clear the corner here. And we're back. Alright, chat. Thank you for joining me today. We dirted out our world. You guys asked for this, and I actually had a good deal of fun doing this. Even though it was frustrating at times, it was worth it, and it was fun to do this with you guys. So thank you for joining me today. I'm gonna pause the music. Let's go find somebody to raid. And yeah, we'll call it there. Hopefully I don't get jumped. So I might actually log off here, so that way we don't get jumped while I'm trying to raid. And then I'll just say my normal stuff. Orange Creamsicle is online. Let's see, who else is on? GTNH. Orange is back. Physia, I recognize. Deviant Mittens. I feel like I recognize Deviant Mittens as well. We haven't raided Deviant Mittens probably ever, so let's go give them a raid. Alright, while I start this raid, thank you for joining me. Be kind to yourself and others, and do the best that you can. And yeah, today was fun. We're gonna stream again tomorrow. I'll do the normal time. I will cut out that roof, make a wall around the place. Hopefully we'll get to villager farming, but like that took much longer than I thought it would, so who knows what's actually gonna happen. Did I say be kind to yourself and others, and do the best that you can, and that'll be enough? Because I mean it. And let's go get this raid. Peace, everyone.